I'd like to share these presentation tips for public speaking or any situation where you have to speak that you'll find useful unless you live in a cave. My general overall recommendation, rather than tips, is to use space and pauses to emit authority and confidence. It also aids in the prevention of stuttering, rushing your speech, and the dreaded Julian Treasure writes in his book, How to Be Heard, wonderful book actually, my pleasure, Julian, being at one with silence removes the need to make those noises, giving you more authority. I've been working on my listening skills recently and practicing not jumping in with what I consider is the answer for my clients, which is a typical reaction, particularly us men do, in wanting to solve people's problems instantly, rather than allowing the person to solve their problem with your assistance. Coaching 101, if you will. In terms of dialogue, listening is a form of pausing. We are pausing our thoughts and resisting the urge to intervene and offer our opinion. The result is quite profound. You're allowing your client, coachee, or colleague, unintentional alliteration there, to speak up, to vent, if you will. And from a sales standpoint, this is critical because there are usually a lot more layers to their story. The deeper you delve, the more they reveal. And as a coach or salesperson, this is the information you can use to offer them a genuine solution that includes not only what you want, but what they need. Continuing on the lines of pausing, when speaking, the pause can be really powerful. A brief pause can demonstrate your authority, allow time for your audience to absorb the concept, set your nerves at ease. For instance, inhale through the nose, and give structure to your speech. Different types of breath can also give a different type of meaning to your pause. To settle your audience, slightly breathe in through your nose before you start. Breathe in and hold your breath for a split second before beginning a new phrase to ensure you have your audience's attention. To emphasize what you're about to say, breathe in loudly through the mouth, breathe out loudly, and the sigh will help your audience understand your emotion. Here's a video on exactly how to do these things here. If you have a presentation or you are pitching clients, try this. Examine your pitch or presentation for obvious places to pause, such as commas, full stops, as well as other places that might feel natural to you. Then, using one of the above techniques, experiment with the length of the pauses and provide feedback, as in write out, on whether they could be longer. Claude Debussy says, music is the silence between the notes. Debussy understood the power of the pause, the space between notes, variation in note lengths and phrasing. It is up to the conductor and the performer to accurately interpret the composer's intention. The same applies to speech. Miles Davis, the legendary jazz trumpet player, is known for his minimalist approach to both writing and performing. Every note he plays is carefully produced at precisely the right time to achieve some of the best jazz compositions and improvisations ever recorded. Check out Kind of Blue in the comments. The connection I'm trying to make is that music, the notes, is meaningless unless the delivery interprets the intention. One way to improve your communication skills is to use pauses in your speech. Join my mailing list if you want to learn more about being heard in meetings and engaging audiences virtually or on stage. Speak soon.